Welcome everyone to Nerd Entertainment Television Short Review. I'm your host Josh, bringing those magical news and reviews from the depths. Here with my co-host tonight, Mr. Max. Max, how are you?
I'm awesome as always.
Awesome as always. And to his left is Mr. Stefan. Stefan, how are you? He's giving me the eyebrows. He's giving me the sexy eyebrows with the great. That's
wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And as a new person is joining us this evening, Mr. Pat. Pat, how are you?
Mr. Pat is my father's name. You can just call me Pat.
Oh, let's call you Pat. Okay, all right. It's established that. Everyone knows that I love to talk about Star Wars and everything that is Star Wars. If I'm in a Star Wars encyclopedia, Pat would probably be the Star Wars library, the librarian, if you call it.
A librarian who's read every single book 20 times over.
Yep. Have you read the new canon books?
You're ruining my Star Wars cred. You're ruining my cred now.
I'm sorry.
No, I did actually just start reading the Thrawn trilogy for the first time.
Oh, that was a really good trilogy.
I know.
It's so good.
I'm like halfway into the first book, but...
Oh, man. All right, anywho.
Story for another day.
Yeah, another day. So a huge teaser trailer dropped the other day. That's called the Last Jedi teaser trailer. And it's about a minute, or about 2 minutes long. And we're actually going to just do a quick review for you guys. All right, so we're going to start off. Everyone knows the beginning of the trailer first starts off with, some rocks, and it looks like stars, but then rocks and came out with Rey, and I can't talk right now.
Okay.
All right. So before we actually, watch this trailer, we've all seen it. I just want to give everyone's overall thoughts before we actually start playing this and kind of like analyzing it. We'll start with you. What do you like overall thoughts of the trailer real quick?
My overall general opinion, if I had to say one word, shit.
Yeah. That's good shit.
Like, damn. Stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah, stuff's definitely gonna go down. Max, we'll start with, we'll go over to you.
And wait, what? So initial, not like in one word.
Just initial thoughts.
Yeah,
I'm not going any in depth right now.
Okay, I'm definitely can't wait to see, where this is gonna go. What my thoughts and predictions might or might not happen.
All right,
it just looks great.
Cool, Stefan. We'll go over to you first. You last.
Oh my fucking god.
There you go. And I just gonna jump off piggyback off Stefan saying "Oh my fucking god" as well. All right. Anywho, all right. So we're gonna do a short review on this trailer. So our first shot right now looks like Rey's coming, putting her hands on the rocks, looking insanely out of breath. What do we think? It just looks like, to me, it looks like she has maybe a force vision, or she's kind of coming out of some exercise that made her physically exhausted.
Yeah, I think she's doing some sweaty training.
Some sweaty training.
Yeah.
Yep. To me, I personally think that this is her coming out of the force vision of maybe seeing the Jedi Temple burn down that we see later on in the trailer. So we go to the next shot, and this is where Luke's first voiceover comes in, just saying "breathe" with another overshot of Octu coming on. Octu. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. Octu.
I don't know, that's what I call it.
Yeah. So some beautiful landscape shots. Again, we have Luke saying "breathe," which seems to be teaching Rey at least the beginnings of the teaching of the ways of the Force, kind of like Yoda did with him, breathe. What do you see? Call out to the Force.
Is this gonna happen? This is literally the second after we see.
Yeah. So that's something we know for a fact that this takes place immediately after the final moments of The Force Awakens.
Okay.
So
I want to know how long they've been there too. That'd be kind of cool to know.
How long is it? Yeah, me too. Actually,
from the beginning of the movie, if they're just gonna be kickoff, okay, Luke's been there a while. Rey's been there for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
She climbed the mountain and handed in the lightsaber, or just stuck it out, and then that's where we start.
Yeah, it's actually rumored too that there's gonna be a that scene of right before the title sequence, actually at all happens, or the rolling text. It's gonna be Rey presenting the lightsaber to Luke again, and Luke's gonna go, "Who are you?" And then it's gonna cut to the beginning sequence.
Oh.
Again, that's just a rumor.
That'd be interesting because no other movies have done that.
No Star Wars movie has this.
Yes, there's always been a significant time gap in between each movies.
Yeah. Break the tradition. All
right.
Anyways,
there you go, man.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
That's that was my favorite scene of the whole thing, though.
Yeah. What this shot right here with Rey looking out over the water.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
To me,
like
that
the
reminds
dark
me of seeing
colors.
like maybe like the Falcon maybe got underwater, and it might be a remnant of from the Empire where Rey maybe tries to pick up the Falcon out of the water. That'd be awesome. It might not happen, but I'm just saying.
Chewie
it'd be cool if that
and
happened.
BB-8 were with them, weren't they? Or
Yeah,
R2?
Chewie, R2,
R2.
and BB. No, BB-8 wasn't.
Oh, yeah, no, he was with
It's
Poe.
just, it was just R2 and Chewie. They were with him.
Yeah, I mean,
For now.
Yeah, for now.
True.
That we know of. Okay,
Yeah, they
and then we
did
get a quick close-up shot of Rey's hands that are lifting up the rocks with the Force. This is like one of my favorite shots of the trailer. I don't know why. It just calls out to me. I'm like, holy shit, she's actually like manipulating the Force, more in control now. And to me, it just looks more like a. I don't know why this reminds me of DBZ. But it just kind of is like an extreme close up of a fist going or a hand going. Yes, I have powers. I don't know.
Just swirling energy vortex. Like it's reminiscent of like so Luke's training session on Dagobah.
Dagobah lifting the rocks with the by doing a handstand. Yes.
Very reminiscent of
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
definitely like even for what you said earlier, like the Force vision of what she's happening,
yeah.
Luke teaching her to breathe and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's definitely like here's how to center yourself and actually become one with the Force.
Yeah, exactly. Just
learn how to reach out with it.
Exactly, and that's another quote. That Luke says, "Reach out."
Yes.
What do you see? And that's the point where it says, "Where do you see?" If there's a light and there's a picture of Leia, looks to be like a star map. I'm not sure what the star map represents. Maybe it's a map to Ahch-To, to actually go there. But that's neither here nor there. But actually, if you listen really closely to the underlining audio in it, you hear Leia's voice saying, "Help me, Obi-Wan." Maybe that's just homage to Carrie Fisher's death.
From what it sounded like, no, it sounded like a direct quote from the actual.
It was a direct quote from the
original
Hope.
line. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, maybe what's the purpose of putting it in there? Maybe it was just an homage to Carrie Fisher's death, or
it might just be like
something to represent the light side.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
From episode 7 to when she touched the lightsaber and heard all
and
that shit happening at the same time.
Voice,
it's probably
Yoda's voice.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Stuff happening there. I don't know.
And then it says darkness with looks to be a crispy Kylo Ren mask. To me, I just think that this is Kylo Ren having a fucking having a fit.
It looks smashed.
Yeah,
like
it looks smashed, and you see smoldering, so it's probably cut by a lightsaber in one of Kylo Ren's temper tantrums.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get more into depth what predictions do we think might happen to this movie later on.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a more in-depth podcast later. So after the darkness, you have the close-up of what looks to be. At first, I didn't know what this was.
It's like Luke's room, right?
Yeah, maybe like Luke's room, or just look.
Can you just go back a little?
Yeah, scroll back a little bit. So it looks like a close-up of books. At least I couldn't figure out. I thought they were books at first, but then I had a closer look. But they actually are books. It looks like maybe these look like some ancient Jedi text or something like that. Maybe Luke just wrote them over the years, and they just got worn. Just worn over the course of the 30 years.
Yeah, definitely. After episode 6, if I was Luke and I was like, okay, the Empire is done, the Empire is done.
Yeah.
I have time to actually discover what it means. I am a Jedi. No,
discover what it means to be truly a Jedi.
Be a Jedi.
Yeah, and
I would absolutely go out and find any sort of text or anything on that had survived after the purge.
Yeah, and again, more I was going to discuss this more on the podcast. But as mentioned in The Force Awakens, Luke went to sought out the first Jedi temple, and he's seeking, like you were saying, seeking out the original Jedi documents.
Yes.
And a lot of different things. Again, we'll get into more detail about that in the podcast. So yeah, and then what we see another shot. It looks like maybe a close up of one of the books when maybe it's open, and that's the ancient old Jedi symbol. And we see what looks like a gloved hand. I think that's Luke's hand, maybe going through some of the books, and maybe showing Rey maybe what that purpose is of the old Jedi.
Is it gloved?
Yeah, it's gloved. See, it's a.
Was
it not gloved?
That looks like skin to me.
That looks like skin.
That looks
I
like
gotta go
skin,
back
and it
and
looks
look
like
at it.
Rey's hand.
If it's Rey's hand, then maybe it could be thematically.
Oh yeah, you're right, because it looks like to be a fingernail on the on that index finger.
Thematically, okay. So if it's Rey's hand, then it's definitely a. I can just imagine this whole scene happening. Okay, so she went digging.
Yeah, she went digging and trying to see
Yes.
maybe maybe.
Let's go through Master's old stuff and see what I can find.
Yeah, exactly. Because every apprentice does that, then they get in trouble.
Exactly.
And then we have this
love this shot.
overbearing shot of
love this shot.
Octu Rey training on the cliff, lights doing like
I love that
like a lightsaber
scene.
form. This is one of my
Yeah.
second favorite shot of this entire thing. It's very samurai-ish feel to this shot. And then you have
Who else is there?
it's Luke. So you have Rey training with a lightsaber down what looks to be like kind of like a point on that
Like
on
a
that
dummy
cliff.
kind of looking thing.
Yeah,
and then
like a dummy
Luke's,
looking rock.
in the middle of it.
Yeah,
right?
and then Luke is further up on the right hand side.
Yeah. Okay.
I always thought that was like when I first saw that, I thought that was that's just a piece of cliff. That's just like an archway or something that leads
Yeah.
further down the cliff or whatever. And no, it's just like okay, so that's a point where Rey has some room to actually start swinging and
Yeah,
just
exactly.
looking down over like okay, do this now, pivot.
Yeah. And then you have this Christmas like it was for The Force Awakens. Now here.
Why is this planet bleeding? I
No,
still need to
it's
know
actually
that.
not bleeding. It's
super curious.
it's actually a new planet called Crate. Again,
Yes,
I
I
don't
did
know
see
how to.
that.
Huh?
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
Yeah. So, and this is a new planet. That's obviously going to take place during this. I mean, you had these like land speeders. This reminds me very much of the Battle of Hoth. Continuing on, because if you pause it, you saw those AT-AT walkers in the path, like in the distance. So again, this is going to be a much homage to Empire, where it's going to be
First Order walkers.
First Order walkers. Yeah, and we actually saw the First Order walkers in a corner of one of the shots of the Starkiller base. If
Yeah.
you remember seeing
Like,
that
pretty
on The
quickly.
Force Awakens, yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
and,
that planet though? Like we don't know anything.
We
else
don't know
about
anything
it?
about it. The planet's just called Crate, and that's all we know.
It's just really creepy.
Yeah, and the name has been confirmed by someone at Disney.
I've seen it pop up.
Yeah, same here. Okay, then we got a shot of Finn, what looks to be in the maybe a new version of the Bacta tank. So he's still obviously since this plays right after The Force Awakens, he's still recovering from the lightsaber slash to his spine.
Yeah, he's got like some kind of.
Yeah,
Stasis,
maybe like stasis pod, or that's how he gets killed. But we actually know that Finn is not going to be in the stasis pod the entire movie, because in a lot of behind the scenes shots at the Last Jedi panel, they showed him just with his classic jacket on and going through different parts of.
that was Poe's jacket. He stole it.
Yeah, it's Poe's jacket. And then we cut to another shot of Poe, what looks to be on a resistance ship, with BB-8 doing his thing, and it's probably getting attacked.
And then his ship almost explodes.
Yeah, almost explodes. One thing, actually, Rian Johnson did come out and say during the Last Jedi panel that now that the Galactic Center of the Republic has been destroyed, the First Order is taking action on this. So they're attacking probably a lot of resistance bases and things like that. So they're pouncing on the opportunity to...
The vulnerability.
Yeah, the vulnerability of the galaxy right now. So they know that for a fact. Rian Johnson did come out and say that.
And that earlier shot with Leia looking over the star map, she was on a ship.
Yeah, she was absolutely on a show.
Yeah,
And,
probably
like-
looking over like
And we
battle
know for a
plans
fact,
and
like,
shit.
The First Order knew where their base was.
Yep.
So they probably at the end of that movie they probably jumped ship, and now this is probably them transitioning to
Attacking
else.
the resistance base. That would make total sense.
yeah.
Yep. And then we have some more shots of it looks like the Millennium Falcon and
TIE fighter
fighting
blowing up.
with TIE fighters,
Yep.
which leads me to believe that the Force Order will track Luke down to Octu, and there will be a battle there.
Either that or they
Or they
call
leave.
Either that or they leave, and
Then
Rey's
they
like,
find
yeah,
the ship.
I'm fine here. You go.
Yeah.
yeah, that can make sense too. And then we have another shot of Rey running towards something with the lightsaber ignited. Maybe she's running towards danger because maybe she thinks Luke's in danger or something like that. Or again, maybe the First Order found them on Octu. And then the only shot we see of Kylo Ren in this teaser is just this close up of him holding his crossguard
The most
lightsaber.
least threatening looking villain ever.
Yeah,
He's got like a scar, but that's about it.
He
Like,
has that. I think you thought the scar would have been bigger though, because if you see at the end of Force Awakens,
slices
he
through
got,
his fucking face.
yeah, he got cut pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a deep
He'd
gash.
be like
Yeah, it's a-
missing a piece of bone, like in his fucking brow
Yeah,
right here. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
But technology, yay, healing.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. And he's holding his classic crossguard lightsaber. Again, it looks like he's either this to me. This looks like maybe like from the flashback of when Kylo Ren is destroying the Jedi Temple. But it could be from a different one because they like to cut pieces together. So again,
Wait,
Oh no,
Did he
yeah.
have-
Oh, I thought you meant that.
Did he have his scar then?
No. Josh is talking about this
Sorry,
now.
it was after. It was after. You're right. So he didn't have that scar before. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
definitely after.
No, this is definitely new.
Yeah,
And then this
so
is
now this is the flashback of the Jedi Temple burning down and with
with
Luke
Luke's
and
robot
R2.
hand on R2. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So, and if you guys remember in the Force Awakens, part of Rey's vision was Luke putting his robotic hand on R2. This is probably just a different different angle,
Like a
of
panned
that.
out version
Yeah,
of it.
panned out
Yeah,
version of that shot.
yeah.
Again, so we're gonna find out. There's never been quote unquote flashbacks in Star Wars, so I think this is probably gonna be like our first quote unquote flashback of the Jedi Temple burning down.
Or even another of Rey's visions.
True. Very true.
Yeah,
And then
first
we get
order.
another shot of Captain Phasma walking from fire. Obviously, this is not going to be a part of the Force Division. At least I don't think so. At least because it looks like Captain Phasma is on a ship rather than.
Does that look like the Knights of Ren to you?
No.
That's what I
those
thought
are-
at first. But
At
that's probably
first,
like
no.
another...
But if you look for, oh, sorry, I skipped over it.
That's fine.
But it just looks like they're heavy troopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else. And then we have what looks like to be a resistance blockade, or maybe this is like the battle, like the first scene we have of the resistant First Order coming to take down the resistance, and a bunch of space battles going on, and so which I'm really excited about. And now we have Luke's voice coming back on and saying the time of the Jedi needs to come to an end. With him in the cave, and then it cuts to cuts to black, and then it goes back to the Star Wars
It's
text.
time for the Jedi. And when I watched this, I was like, time
Yeah.
seemed to freeze.
Oh yeah,
After that, I'm like,
absolutely.
What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? And then he's end. And I'm like,
You're like, what?
then
What?
just
What?
like a pit in my stomach
Yeah.
just formed. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Yep. So, yeah. Overall thoughts.
And this is Luke saying.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is Luke saying this.
So you know something's wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong in his exile. Luke probably learned so much about what it means to be he
A
was
force
devastated.
user.
Yeah, not only force user, but like after
Jedi.
his Jedi temple quickly really burnt down, he was distraught. I'm like, maybe this isn't the right way to be. Maybe this isn't the right thing to do anymore. I need to seek out what the ancient force users, aka Jedi, like ancient Jedi, used to go along with that, and maybe he becomes a gray Jedi. Again, we'll get into more detail about this in the actual podcast itself.
Because I have theories and a lot of them.
Yeah, me too. So again, what are your guys' thoughts of the trailer? Did we miss anything? Do you want to talk anything about more? So let's go around the table real quick and talk about like our final thoughts of like just this quick review of the trailer. Max, we'll start with you.
Can't wait to see the actual trailer.
Yeah. Maybe.
Put to rest some of my thoughts.
Yeah, maybe. I'm predicting the full trailer will probably come out in like sometime July or August.
Yeah.
Or maybe for Force Friday in September, but I think that's a little too late.
May 4th.
May
as well.
4th. Maybe. Maybe. That might be a little too soon.
When is Disney's D23?
I don't know actually. It might be for D23. I think that's in June.
That's usually during the summer, yeah. So.
Yeah, because it's
That'd be
usually around when Comic Con is, San
be
Diego
smart,
Comic Con.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure D23. I think you're right. It might be in June.
Oh.
All right, Pat, we'll go to you. Just a quick final thoughts. I take that sigh as like a.
I'm not sighing. I'm just like heavy breathing.
Oh yeah,
Heavy
yeah.
breathing. Heavy.
Oh,
That's my
I
response.
also forgot to mention in the Kylo Ren scene, we hear echoes of Vader's breathing. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Yeah. Stefan.
That wasn't Vader. That was still me.
I know. Stefan, what about you?
I don't think I can wait until Christmas.
I know. I'm gonna piggyback off of that and saying that
Welcome to Star Wars fandom.
yeah,
I
welcome
know.
to Star Wars fandom. So taking my Star Wars fangirl self outside and me looking down on this from a strictly film perspective, this teaser trailer is done incredibly well. The Disney and a lot of other companies have found this teaser formula that specifically works to tease the tickle your fancies of like everything that's going to go on in this movie and to get you talking about it, and that's exactly what it's done. It has 26 million views in 3 days. It's ridiculous.
I was half of them.
Yeah,
I'll admit that.
yeah, I'm not afraid to.
If
admit
you
it.
look at the Google Analytics of like how many people are watching this, or even if you can't either do
My
it, you'll
IP
see my
address
YouTube
is
channel.
there.
You'll see my YouTube name like just come up like a couple hundred thousands of millions of times.
But yeah, absolutely. We can, from a film perspective, it teased you in there's so many ways you're going to get talking about it. And, it might confuse some people of like, hey, didn't another Star Wars movie come out last year? Yeah, no. So it might take some deliberation of like, no, see, that one was a prequel to the actual original trilogy. Now this is a continuation of episode 8 from episode 7. So from the casual fan, it might be a little confusing, but for everything, people's like, oh, Star Wars. Ooh, I might want to see that because there's Mark Hamill in it. Luke Skywalker, yay!
And he actually talks.
He actually talks. He actually says stuff. He has most of the narration in this trailer is by Luke, which I'm so excited about. All right, everyone. What are your thoughts? Just leave them down in the comments below, and stick around for our in-depth podcast to come up. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.